Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing33 Plays Enter the Gungeon. I'm Stealwing33 and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be playing as the pilot. I'm going to put on his sweet shades and let's get on the road here. So I fixed my desk. I complained about it during an episode of Overwatch, I think. If I didn't, well, my desk has been slightly askew and weird for the last, week and a half, and I discovered, much to my hilarious chagrin, that my desk was set up incorrectly when I set it up for the first time when I moved in. It was slightly too. It was so my desk has these little metal bits that keep it locked in place on the frame of my desk, and it was sitting on top of them instead of having them locked into place underneath my desk. So my desk was an extra 1.5 inches, 2 inches tall, which was hurting my wrist. So that is not a problem anymore, although now it feels like my mouse DPI needs to be adjusted because that was a little too fast. Yeah, I think I need to adjust my mouse DPI as well. Yeah, we're sitting pretty now. Everything's great. Everything's great. It feels good. We're back in action a little bit. It's still, my wrist is still cramping up a little bit, but I think that might just be due to the fact that I don't really play too many shooters anymore. I've mostly been playing PC and console games a little bit here and there. But, you know, it's fine. We're good. Oh. Perfect. Alright. Maybe I need to adjust my mouse pad as well. And double check the edges of my mouse to get rid of all the gunkiness. Wunderbar. Alright, there we go. Yep, there we go. Perfect. We're back in action. I have been having the worst time with my desk for the last, 3 months. And I am so happy to be feeling normal again. Alright, let's try to levy some of that and do some Gungeon goodness here. Should be fun on the bun here. So last time we played as the robot, and now, the robot, the secrets of the robot still elude me. I still have no idea how to play the robot, let alone do anything with him. We've not made any progress past, the 3rd or 4th floor of the robot. I don't think I've ever even made it to the forge as robot yet. Which, sucks, but we'll get there eventually. It's sort of the mode I'm in right now. But I don't know. The robot's hard. That's his shtick, is that he's hard. So, I mean, we'll figure it out. It's just gonna take a minute, It's gonna take a mo. You know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's open this up. Alright, what is that? Ring of roll protection? Thrown guns explode. How do I throw a gun again? Nope, that's not what I wanted. I thought it was F. I think F's the button I use to throw guns. That'll be good to know. So I know how to, I know you can throw weapons now. I think it's normally when they're out of ammo you can toss them at people. But I thought there was a way to throw guns otherwise. I just can't remember if there was. I thought it was F. I thought F, primed the gun. But I guess it's when it's empty you, hold left mouse and it, winds up and tosses it. I am glad we used the lockpick for that instead of our actual key. / I'm glad the lockpick worked, because I do not think the ruby bracelet's very good. It's not a bad item. It's just not... It's not great. There aren't really any situations where I normally throw weapons as, my means of killing people. And it rarely comes up for me because I have a tendency to prize weapons that, instantly or nearly instantly kill people. But, that's not the case all the time here. We'll see, though. I've had a string of bad luck. I did a little bit of a warm-up run before recording, and it did not go well, to say the least. To say the least, indeed, because it wasn't that it was bad. It's just I got the trash cannon on the first floor, and then I died to the trigger twins, and that's when I sort of knew there was something wrong with my desk. I don't really remember there, like, ever adjusting my desk. And, like, my wrist stuff only started happening in the last, like, month, but I don't know. I think it might be the new mouse I have. It's not the same. So, you guys might remember my other mouse broke a while back, and I've been using, I have the same mouse, but I have the wired version of it instead of the wireless version. And the wired version is slightly larger than the wireless one. I have no idea why. I think it might be something to do with the grip that I had on my old mouse. And it's made it very difficult for me to play video games on my PC. Every now and then I have issues, right? It's not all the time, but it's mostly like when I play games like this. Like, I definitely need to adjust the DPI on this thing because it's definitely incorrect. Even though it's at the same setting it was when I used my wireless mouse, I think that's, like, I think they're weighted differently, so, like, I'm applying different amounts of movement when I move my wrist for the same amount of, like, space and time, basically. But, I don't know, I'll deal with that off camera after I'm done with this recording, probably. So if I end up doing another Gungeon episode today, you guys might see the fruits of my labor. I mean, you're already seeing it now because I fixed my desk. And now my desk is significantly shorter than my chair, which is nice. You don't really think about this kind of stuff, right, until you've been playing PC games for 20-odd years. And then suddenly, like, the fact that my mouse is slightly off on the DPI, like, I can feel it, right? And it feels bad, man. My brother wouldn't know his hand from his foot in this situation, but that's not his fault. They got the light gun. Light gun's not bad. I don't know if it's my favorite gun in the game. Quite the opposite. I don't know if I even, like, enjoy the light gun at all, for that matter. The light gun's weird, because it's one of those weapons that, like, you kind of had to feel like it's good, because it's a reference weapon, and the reference weapons have a tendency to be pretty decent, but the light gun in particular is an odd one. Looks like we're fighting Gatling Gull today. Gatling Gull can kindly... Oh, well, shit. Alright, well, we got hit during Gatling Gull's fight. After I was already, like, taunting Gatling Gull at the beginning there. But the light gun's not great. It's not a bad gun by any means, and it's certainly better than, like, say, the trash cannon, which I had last time, like, during one of my warm-up runs, but... yeah, Jesus Christ. This gun is no es bueno. And the fact that I've already gotten hit on Gatling Gull is upsetting on a different level than the fact that I'm using the light gun to fight him. Granted, using the light gun on Gatling Gull should give me extra damage on him, I think. Just because, like, he's a bird. I think that would be funny. But, you know... Whatever. I don't understand why this gun's a green chest quality weapon, though. You know, I know that the green chests, like, are just, like, a quality, like, cap. It's not, like, actually I'm gonna get green quality weapons out of it, but, like, this is not, like, I don't feel like I got what I wanted. The membrane's a green quality weapon. And because we got wailed on by Gatling Gull a little bit, I am inclined to go to the oubliette if we can. Which I think we can, because I think the barrel is intact. It is. So we're going to go down to the oubliette to try to get that mastery bullet, because I feel like getting hit on Gatling Gull was embarrassing, but it's the kind of thing that, like, I can rectify by going down to the oubliette. I probably should have used my lockpick on one of those. Oh, no, because then it would prevent me from going down to the oubliette. Well, and that would be bad. That's my problem with the lockpick. I think I've talked about it ad nauseum at this point in the series. But my problem with the lockpick is that you can't just use it. Like, you have to sort of, like, be consciously aware that when you use the lockpick, it, like, will ruin... It has a chance to ruin whatever it is that you're doing. Which, you know, sucks, but... Whatever. Membrane's a great shotgun. If we can get, like, the scope or something as well, muscle relaxant, obviously. There are lots of weapons that if we ended up with them would be super great in this situation. Basically, if we condense the firing squad of this a little bit more, The membrane's one of my favorite shotguns. Not only does it pierce, it also bounces. And it also shoots a pretty decent spread and does a pretty decent chunk of damage. It's just a good gun. Wow, what the hell? I got caught up on the corner. Because I'm an idiot. Because I'm stupid. I'm being a little hard on myself today. It's my first video back playing Gungeon since, like, I played it last Sunday. And I'm, like, I'm a little rusty. Which is bad. I'm planning on playing We Happy Few this week. It's a survival game that came out recently that is getting a lot of traction, a lot of attention, and so I decided to throw my 2 cents into it. It's probably just going to be a Let's Look At for now. Well, a quick look, not a Let's Look At. Let's Look At's Northern Lion show, and I am not the Northern Lion as much as I wish I was. That bald, beautiful bastard. But I'm probably going to take a look at it later this week. Just give my thoughts on it. If I might do like a couple videos in it just to mess around a little bit, see if I like what I can get at and what I can do. But the game's not done. It's still in alpha, and so like a lot of the things aren't in the game. For instance, the plot isn't in the game, and you know, once the plot's in the game, I'll probably end up doing a let's play of it. It's the kind of game that, although they're not normally my cup of tea, and I'm not a big fan of survival games, this is an exception. It's fun, it takes place in dystopia, etc., etc. But I'll get into more of that during the episode, which I would suggest you watch. That'll probably be out on Wednesday, if I had to guess, based on how I normally do my production stuff, at least of late. Which might be something I actually stick to, except that the volume of videos will just go up over time. Kill that guy, please. Thank you. No. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh, Lord. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for this episode, I guess. That's embarrassing. This one's gonna be a short one, but I'll be doing a second Gungeon video this week. And we'll get back to this. I'll get back to this later. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like what you saw, let me know. I'm sorry that I'm really rusty. I promise I will get back into the groove of the Gungeon as soon as I can. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!